This will be the second time I've come out here to try to do this. I came out here on Sunday and I had my camera angled too high, so I'm gonna reshoot it. So I finally got rid of my Dunlop 606s, which were great off-road tires, but I mean, their on-road performance as far as lifespan is concerned, it's kind of a joke. After about 3,000 miles, the center knobs were basically non-existent. What added up to be about $250 worth of tires, I think 3,000 miles is not really acceptable. So I took the advice of somebody who commented on a video, and I bought some MEFO Explorers. MEFO is a tire brand I hadn't previously heard of. The sites that I normally buy parts from actually didn't carry them, so I had to go to like a motorcycle tire website. I forget the name of it now. But I ended up getting some, fit this bike, and they look good. The tread is tighter, so it's like more of a road tire. I guess you could say it's probably like a 70-30, like a 70% road, 30% dirt type of thing. I haven't really had them off-road yet, but I use them on the highway quite a bit, because just before I left to go to Illinois, I brought it to a buddy's house, and he lived about an hour and a half from me. So like, on the highway, above like 70 miles an hour, the vibrations are less. Like the bike definitely feels more stable at high speed. And that's a huge plus, considering that this is a dual sport and you're supposed to be able to ride on the highway, right? The interesting thing is these tires are supposed to last like 8,000 miles. I'm definitely going to test that theory because I run my tires until they're completely dead usually. I'm just concerned because like, if it lasts longer, it has to be a harder compound. Those Dunlop 606s, those were soft enough that after a long road ride, if you looked at the tire, you'd see like layers of it peeling off. And soft compounds are great for gripping things. So I haven't had any grip problems on these yet. So this is Phoenix South Mountain Park. It's probably the best little curvy road in the vicinity of Phoenix. I brought the bike up here on Sunday to test these tires out, so this isn't really going to be a first impressions video. This is going to be like a second impressions video. I found that like cornering stability on these feels a lot better, at least as far as this bike is concerned, because like I think I mentioned it in the review video, cornering sometimes feels it feels a little uneasy because the bike is so tall. When you get it leaned over, you don't feel like you really have a lot of power over the bike. It's not as confidence-inspiring as a sport bike would be with a firmer suspension and a little bit lower ride height. But I didn't realize how big of a difference the tires were making. Like these, obviously, since the tread pattern's tighter, I've got more contact on the road. I don't know, maybe it's just in my head, but like I feel like when I'm leaning into a corner like that, like it feels more planted. Maybe that's because it's smoother and like somehow my butt notices that. But like I'm already pretty convinced that this is like the best tire I've ever had on this bike. This road is awesome. A lot of the corners are a little bit blind, but it's such a low speed little course that like you never really feel like you're gonna kill yourself. Corner up here is specifically bad. I almost lost it on my Ninja 300 right here. There should be a sign actually that says slow the fuck down, because you go right into this super tight little double apex turn. There's a slight double apex there. It gets tighter at the end, I swear. I don't know, man. These tires are good. I mean, I'll have to talk about them once I get them in the dirt, but I mean, I think I've got 25 pounds in the rear tire and about 30 in the front tire. These guys are skating. That's awesome. I want to do that. Yeah, it's pretty early today. I think it's like almost 8 o'clock, so there's not a lot of traffic up here. Even when there is, I generally pass everybody. I feel like there's a general understanding in this state between cars and motorcycles on roads like this. Well, I've had people pull away for me to pass on double yellows and stuff. Like people, I think they get it. So like on roads like this, where like a motorcycle can pretty easily do, 15 miles an hour faster than a car. Cars will kind of let you by. And if they don't, they're probably going slow enough for you to pass them safely anyway. Here's another tight ass fucking corner. Ooh, man. almost got killed by an Astra van up here. You really gotta watch for guys that are over the line on this road. It's really easy for cars to do that because these lanes are pretty narrow. I was coming up here taking a left at this curve, and my torso was like at the center line, like right here, and then this van came around and he was on the line, and like my shoulder brushed his mirror. Pretty effed up, man. I actually turned around and chased him down. He rolled his window down, look, he was crying, so I actually didn't bitch him out. I just told him to watch where he was going. Let's check out this tread. You can see I've come over to about here, but these side knobs, I mean, those are legitimately on the side of the tire, man. That's crazy. I don't think you can lean that thing over that far. Not this bike. It's too top heavy. Yeah, you probably could. But I haven't even come close to touching that. Probably never will. I know, I'm excited about them. I think they're going to be good tires. MEFO Explorers. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's how I'm going to pronounce it.